Dear students, today we are discussing one more problem which is related to preparation of final accounts from incomplete records. In this problem we are given with some data. Sunil keeps his books on single entry. From following information, prepare profit or loss account for the year ended 31st December 2011 and balance sheet. Final account prepare ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. We are given with two details for 31st December 2010, details for 31st December 2011. Then the items given are furniture, stock, debtors, prepaid expenses, sundry creditors, outstanding expenses, cash, some assets and some liabilities for two balance sheet dates are given. Then receipts and payments account during the year showed as follows. ഈ വർഷത്തെ അതായത് 2011 കുറേ റെസിപ്റ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് പേയ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് തന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. റിസീവ്ഡ് ഫ്രം ഡെറ്റേഴ്സ്, പെയ്ഡ് ടു ക്രെഡിറ്റേഴ്സ്, കാരേജ് ഇൻവോയ്സ്, ഡ്രോയിങ്, സൺട്രി എക്സ്പെൻസസ്, ഫർണിച്ചർ പർച്ചേസ്ഡ്. ദീസ് ആർ ദി ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻസ് ഡ്യൂറിങ് ദ ഇയർ. ദെൻ അതർ ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ, there were considerable amount of cash sales. During the year there were considerable amount of cash sales. അത്യാവശ്യത്തിന് ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ് ഉണ്ട് എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ എമൗണ്ട് ഈസ് നോട്ട് ഗിവൺ. ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ് എമൗണ്ട് ഈസ് നോട്ട് ഗിവൺ. വി ഹാവ് ടു ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ദി എമൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ്. ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ് എമൗണ്ട് നമ്മൾ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. ദെൻ ക്രെഡിറ്റ് പർച്ചേസസ് ഡ്യൂറിങ് ദ ഇയർ എമൗണ്ടഡ് ടു 24,000. ഈ വർഷത്തേക്കുള്ള ക്രെഡിറ്റ് പർച്ചേസ് 24,000 ആണ്. ദെൻ ക്രിയേറ്റ് പ്രൊവിഷൻ ഫോർ ഡൗട്ട്ഫുൾ ഡെറ്റ്സ് 10%. ഇത്രയും ഡീറ്റെയിൽസാണ് തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഐറ്റം നമുക്ക് ബ്രേക്ക് ചെയ്യാവുന്നത് ദർ വർ കൺസിഡറബിൾ എമൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ്. കൺസിഡറബിൾ എമൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ് ഉണ്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. എങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് കൺസിഡറബിൾ എമൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം? ഹിയർ വി ആർ ഗിവൺ വിത്ത് ദ ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻസ് ഡ്യൂറിങ് ദ ഇയർ. ദീസ് ആർ ഓൺലി ദ ക്യാഷ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻസ്. ഇത് മാത്രമാണ് ഈ വർഷമുള്ള ക്യാഷ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻ. സോ ഈ ഡാറ്റ ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് വി ഹാവ് ടു ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ദ എമൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ്. ക്യാഷ് സെയിൽസ് എമൗണ്ട് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം. ക്യാഷ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷനായിട്ടാകെ ഇത് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. പിന്നെ വരുന്നത് ക്രെഡിറ്റ് പർച്ചേസും ഡൗട്ട്ഫുൾ ഡെറ്റ്സും ആണ്. ഇത് രണ്ടും ക്യാഷ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻ അല്ല. സോ സിംപ്ലി പ്രിപ്പയർ എ ക്യാഷ് ബുക്ക്. നമ്മളൊരു ക്യാഷ് ബുക്ക് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വി ക്യാൻ ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ദി ക്യാഷ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻസ്. ക്യാഷ് ബുക്കുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് നമുക്കറിയാം ക്യാഷ് ബുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യാമെന്ന്. അല്ലെ, ക്യാഷ് ബുക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ആൻ അസറ്റ് അക്കൗണ്ട്. ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഹാവ് ഡെബിറ്റ് ബാലൻസ് ഓഫ് ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ഓൺ ദി ഓപ്പണിംഗ് സൈഡ് ആൻഡ് ക്ലോസിംഗ് ബാലൻസ് ഹിയർ. ഓക്കെ, ഇതിൻ്റെ ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ക്ലോസിംഗ് ബാലൻസുകൾ നമ്മുടെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാവാം. നമുക്ക് ഒരു 2 ഡേറ്റിലുള്ള ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻ തന്നപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവും ക്യാഷ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് ദർ ഈസ് ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ബാലൻസ് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ് ആൻഡ് ക്ലോസിംഗ് ബാലൻസ് ഓഫ് ക്യാഷ്. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഈ ക്യാഷ് ബുക്കിൽ ആദ്യമായി കാണിക്കേണ്ടത് അതാണ് അല്ലേ. ഫസ്റ്റ് കാണിക്കേണ്ടത് ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ബാലൻസ്, ക്ലോസിംഗ് ബാലൻസ്. പിന്നെ നമുക്കറിയാം റിസീവ്ഡ് ഫ്രം ഡെറ്റേഴ്സ് റെസിപ്റ്റ് സൈഡാണ് അല്ലേ. ഡെറ്റേഴ്സ് ഈ സൈഡിൽ വരും. ദെൻ പെയ്ഡ് ടു ക്രെഡിറ്റേഴ്സ് ഈ സൈഡിൽ വരും, ക്രെഡിറ്റ് സൈഡ്. ദെൻ കാരേജ് ഇൻവേർഡ്, കാരേജ് എക്സ്പെൻസ് ആണ് ഡെബിറ്റ് സൈഡ്. ദെൻ ഡ്രോയിങ്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കറിയാം അല്ലേ പേയ്മെൻ്റ് ആണ്. ഡ്രോയിങ്സ് നമുക്ക് പേയ്മെൻ്റ് ആണ് അല്ലേ. പേയ്മെൻറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ ഡ്രോയിങ്സ് വരും. സൺട്രി എക്സ്പെൻസുകളും പേയ്മെൻറ്റുകളാണ് ഈ സൈഡിൽ വരും. ഫർണിച്ചർ പർച്ചേസ്ഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ പേയ്മെൻറ്റ്, ക്രെഡിറ്റഡ്. ഇത്രയും ഡീറ്റെയിൽസാണുള്ളത്. ബൈ ഷോയിങ് ദീസ് ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ഇൻ ദിസ് receipts and payments account we can identify the amount of cash sales. This is the first stage we have to do. This is such a type of cash book. Okay, cash book, opening balance here, closing balance here. On the debit side there is cash received from debtors, then cash paid to creditors, carriage, drawing, sundry expenses, furniture purchased. All these are shown here. Then this account is totaled and finally balanced. This balance is termed as sales. This is cash sales. There is considerable amount of cash sales. So we have identified the amount of cash sales as 5,900. The next step we have to calculate is, preparation of sundry debtors account and sundry creditors account. Okay, in this transaction we have identified cash sales, but credit sales is not identified. How we can identify credit sales? Prepare a debtors account. In debtors account there is sundry debtors, opening balance of sundry debtors. There is opening balance, there is closing balance. Both these are shown in the debtors account. And also here there is one transaction related to debtors, that is received from debtors is 40,500. These items are shown in sundry debtors account and we will get the balance as credit sales. And with regard to sundry creditors account is prepared by showing this item. We have given with the opening balance of sundry creditors. Closing balance is not given. We have to identify closing balance. And with regard to creditors, we have got one transaction paid to creditors 19,000. And also another transaction, credit purchase during the year 24,000. Credit purchase is given here. So we have to identify what is the closing balance of sundry creditors by preparing creditors account. Okay. So the next stage we are preparing sundry debtors account. Here opening balance is shown here, closing balance is shown here. Both are given in the question. And also we are given with the cash received from debtors. It is shown on the credit side. Because cash paid to debtors. There is a confusion. It is cash received from debtors. So we are showing these items here: opening balance, closing balance, cash received from debtors. Then there is no other items given. So we will find the total. Both are totaled and the balance is shown as sales. It is the amount of credit sales we have calculated. With regard to sundry creditors account, opening balance is given. Closing balance is not given in the question, but we are given with the two transactions: cash paid to creditors 19,000 and also credit purchase during the year 24,000. These are shown in total creditors account. The account is totaled and the balance will be 10,000. This balance is the closing balance because in the question closing balance is not given. So we have identified the closing balance of creditors. Next stage, we are preparing an opening balance sheet. Because in the question capital is not given. We are given with the furniture, stock, debtors, prepaid expenses, creditors, outstanding expenses, cash. Here capital is not given. So to identify the amount of capital, we will prepare an opening balance sheet. Okay, all the items given in this balance sheet, that is all the opening items. The opening items are furniture 10,000, stock 6,000, debtors 12,000, prepaid expense is not given, sundry creditors 5,000, outstanding expenses 14,400 and cash 2,400. These are the opening items. These items are shown in the opening balance sheet. Okay, in opening balance sheet we will show with these items. Opening balance of cash is there, then debtors, furniture, stock, then outstanding expenses. Okay, then sundry creditors. All these items are shown here. Then this account is balanced and the balance will be termed as capital. So opening balance sheet is prepared to calculate opening capital. It is just like a statement of affairs method. In statement of affairs, opening statement of affairs is prepared to calculate opening capital. Here it is conversion method, so we will term it as balance sheet. So opening balance sheet is prepared to calculate opening amount of capital. So we have identified opening amount of capital. Then the next stage is preparation of trading profit or loss account and balance sheet. In trading profit or loss account, we will show the expenses and incomes. Let us go through these items. Opening stock. It is given in the question. Opening balance sheet items 31st December 2010. We have given with the stock, that is opening stock, and closing stock is here. This is also given in the question. The next purchases. Purchases amounts to rupees 2,400. Then carriage inwards, it is given in the question, 4,500. Then sales, there are two types of sales, that is cash sales and credit sales. But with regard to purchase, there is only credit purchase. Then next, this account is balanced. This is 15,900 is gross profit. Then with regard to other expenses, indirect expenses, sundry expenses, it is given in the question, expenses, sundry expenses, and also less prepaid expense is given. Prepaid expense details are given in the first area. So there are two adjustment items given in the question, prepaid expense and outstanding expense. With regard to prepaid expense, it is given as closing balance, that is 2011 item. So prepaid is deducted, and with regard to outstanding expense, there are two outstanding expenses given, that is outstanding expense in 2010 and outstanding expense is 2011. So outstanding opening item, generally outstanding expenses are added, but here outstanding for 2010 is deducted, just opposite to the current year item. Okay, so outstanding for 2010 is deducted and outstanding for 2011 is added. Okay, so outstanding expenses are added, prepaid expenses are deducted, but outstanding for previous year are deducted, just opposite. Okay, all these are adjusted. The amount is 12,800, and this is with regard to the adjustment item. In the question we are given that there is provision for bad debt. So provision for bad debt is debited, and the balance will be net profit. It is 18,000. We will term it as net profit transferred to capital, 18,000. Then another statement last we prepare is balance sheet. Okay, simply show the items given in the question. Furniture, closing date items, that is 2011 items are shown here. Furniture 12,000. Stock, this is closing stock, 3,000. Then debtors are adjusted with provision, because provision amount is given. Provision, there should be provision for doubtful debts given as a sentence in the question. So less provision 13,000. Then prepaid expenses, we are showing only the closing date items in the closing balance sheet. So prepaid expense on 31st December 2011 is given here. Then cash, closing balance of cash is shown here. Then on liability side, sundry creditors, closing balance of sundry creditors were calculated by preparing sundry creditors account. So that amount is shown here. Then outstanding expense on 31st December 2011 is shown here. Closing date items, that is opening outstanding item, need not be shown here. Then capital we have calculated. Then add net profit as per profit or loss account, less drawings given in the question. Less drawings are to be deducted. Net amount is shown here, and the balance sheet is totaled. The total is 28,000. Okay, so friends, you go through the question. and firstly identify what are to be done, what are the items to be done. Then after solving the problem, we are once more going through the question. Firstly, furniture. Where to show furniture? This is shown in opening balance sheet, this is shown in closing balance sheet. Stock, this is opening stock, this is shown on trading account debit side, and this is closing stock, this is shown on credit side of trading account, and also it is shown on the asset side of balance sheet. Okay, this stock is shown in the opening balance sheet to calculate opening capital. Then to calculate the opening capital, we have to show these items. On asset side, furniture, stock, debtors, then prepaid expense is not given, then cash, these are the assets, then sundry creditors and outstanding expenses are the liabilities. Only these 6 items are shown in the opening balance sheet to calculate opening capital. So these are the items. Then these items only are shown in the closing balance sheet. These items are shown in the closing balance sheet. Then with regard to sundry debtors, opening and closing balance is given. It is to be shown in the in sundry debtors account also. Then with regard to these items, prepaid expenses and outstanding expenses. Prepaid expense only closing balance is shown. Prepaid expenses are deducted and it is shown in the closing balance sheet. But outstanding expenses are given as opening date and closing date. So outstanding is added, this amount is added, but this amount is just done just opposite, that is it is to be deducted. Then cash balance is shown in the cash. With regard to these transactions, cash received from debtors, this is to be shown in receipt side of cash book. It is to be shown in sundry debtors account. Then cash paid to creditors, it is to be shown as a payment in cash book, and it is to be shown in the sundry creditors account. Then carriage inward, it is to be shown in cash book to identify cash transaction, and also it is to be shown in the debit side of trading profit or loss account. Then drawings, it is to be shown in cash book, and also it is a drawings, it is shown in balance sheet as a deduction from capital. Sundry expenses, this is to be shown in cash book, and also it is an expense to be debited in trading profit or loss account. Then furniture purchased, it is to be shown as an asset in the balance sheet, and also furniture purchased to be shown as a payment in the cash book. Then there were considerable amount of cash sales. This amount of cash sales is calculated by preparing cash book. All the cash transactions are shown there, and the balance will be cash sales. Credit purchase during the year amounted to rupees 24,000. So this is credit purchase. So it is to be taken as purchase, credit purchase in the trading account debit side, and also credit purchase is there, it is to be adjusted with the sundry creditors account. Then provision of 10% is to be provided. So provision 10%, it is to be debited in trading profit or loss account, and also it is to be deducted from sundry debtors in balance sheet. This 10% is calculated on the balance, the amount of sundry debtors. There are 2 amounts of debtors in the question, that is opening balance and closing balance. Opening 12,000, closing 13,000. Provision for sundry doubtful debts is to be calculated on closing balance, that is 13,000. So 1,300 will be provision for doubtful debts. Okay, then you go through the same question 2 or 3 times and take note of the solution into your notebook. Okay, thank you very much.